What's up, you guys? We are back with another video. This one is a little bit different this week. I've never made a YouTube video like this, so this is new to me. As you may know, or as you may not know, now you will know, I put a song out called Wreck on January 5th, just a few days ago. Today is January 8th, and I'm filming this the day before I post this. Someone mentioned on Instagram that I should do a behind the scenes or making of Wreck video. And today, if you watch this whole video, you're going to see all the behind the scenes of Wreck and basically how it came about, how it went from the process of writing the song to the visuals, to get to producing the song, to all the versions of the song, to getting the song out, and now it's finally out in the world. So I guess if you don't know too much about music or how music industry works or how making music goes, you'll kind of see the whole process of this. I'm going to do my best to encapsulate the whole thing and show you guys how it works. So here we go.
Dalton Mauldin, the hero! His second walk-off of the night! Bananas win 5-4!
So, to start things off, I am an independent artist that lives in Nashville, Tennessee, which means I'm not with the label. I'm doing everything pretty much myself. I have a small team of some people who help me out, but I am signed with Big Machine Music with a publishing deal. If you don't know what a publishing deal is, I'm going to read you exactly off Google what it is so I know this is completely correct. It says, in general terms, a typical publishing deal involves the assignment of some part of the ownership of your songs to a publishing company in exchange for a share of the royalties received by the publisher for exploitation of the songs. So the whole reason I say that is because of this publishing deal that I met these people that I worked with to make this song. So fortunately enough for me, because I'm with this publishing deal, when I live in Nashville in the off season, basically Monday through Friday, at least 4 days a week, I'm making a new song every day. So I have someone who sets up my calendar, tells me where I'm going for the day, tells me who I'm working with, at what time. I go there, we make a song, make a demo, and then the next day we do the same thing. So it just so happened that a little over a year ago, on December 5th, 2022, I wrote the song Wreck. So as I was making this vlog, I had to do some deep research, and I had to go back in my notes section and find out when I wrote the song, what I was doing, and see if I had some voice notes or voice memos of the song, and turns out I found them. Right here in this little studio, in this little corner that you see, is usually where I write a lot of my songs. It's just like our little downstairs studio room. But late at night, I'll be down here trying to write song ideas for the next day. And sometimes they turn out good. And sometimes they turn into real songs. And sometimes we get them out to the world. And this is one of the ones that made it. I wrote this song with Anna Voss, who is an amazing songwriter, amazing artist here in Nashville. Also with us was Jared Conrad, who is an incredible producer here in town, and I'm so thankful that I was able to meet him. He is so talented. I could not have done this without the two of them. So as I went through my notes section, I found out that I started writing the song Wreck on November 2nd. I have it right here on my computer. So about a month before the session, I wrote probably the first few lines of the verse and a little bit into the pre, and then had no chorus at all for this. Okay, so here's the day I began writing the song, and this is a little voice note from that night. Capo 4. C, G. Pre-chorus is E minor, C, E minor, D, C. So it goes. Blame it on the chemicals. Hard don't know the principle. I hate to be so literal about it. Home is where the heart is, right? So I stay at a new place every night. Follow you wherever you go. Can't get in your way. You're running through my brain, waiting for the day you make it stop. So that's the idea I had going into the session. And so going into the studio session, I don't think that I had met Anna yet. I think it was my first time meeting her, but I definitely had not met Jared yet. And so going into new sessions with new people, usually you're like, all right, I don't know, I gotta impress them. I gotta have a good song idea. And sometimes it's okay if you don't have one. That's the whole point of co-writing, because other people have ideas and you guys can all build off each other. But on this day, I did have an idea that I was pretty proud of, and I felt like this was a good place to show it. And I remember going, I have a song idea. I don't know what you guys will think. I don't know what I think of it yet. It's just something that I kind of like, or I could see something going with this. So I played the song, basically that whole little clip that I just showed you. I played that, and it turned out that Jared loved it. He loved it. I know the line that said, "Home is where the heart is, right? So I stay at a new place every night." I remember he just absolutely loved that part. And Anna was a big fan too. So the fact that they were big fans, I was like, let's go. We got this. Let's write this song today. And so then we started to write Rec. So this is a voice note from the actual session, December 5th, 2022. And basically, I was playing through the chorus because we had the first verse and pretty much the pre that we were going to use. We just switched a few words around in the pre. So basically, once we started the song, we got right into the chorus, which is like the best part. So here's a little voice note of me playing the chorus and then Anna getting an idea of, think I'm going to be a wreck for the rest of my life.
How do you control what you never had? Why does something good always hurt so bad?
Yeah.
I love that. Like,
Down, down,
Yeah.
back. Over to the floor and my heart will break. I'm banging on the dash and I'm screaming your name. Rain on the window like a hurricane, knowing that I'm never gonna be the same. How do you control what you never had? And why does something good always hurt so bad? Na, 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 na. Why does something good always hurt so bad?
oh, that's really cool.
Thank
I
you.
love that. I think it's awesome.
I don't know what the line before, but like.
That's so cool. I love that, yeah. So that's where Anna got the idea of, think I'm gonna be a wreck for the rest of my life. And that's the chorus of Wreck. So then, fast forward about 2 hours, and we have the song done. The version that's out today on the one that was released is completely different from the first version. So I'm gonna play the first version for you a little bit.
Blame it on the chemicals. My heart don't know the principle. I hate to be so literal about it. Home is where the heart is, right? So I stay at a new place every night. I'll follow you wherever you go. You're running through my brain. I'm waiting for the day you make it stop. I'm pedal to the floor with my heart on the brakes. I'm banging on the dash and I'm screaming your name. Rain on the window like a hurricane, knowing that I'm never gonna be the same. How do you control what you never had? Why does something good always hurt so bad? Thought all I needed was a little time. I think I'm gonna be a wreck for the rest of my life. Wish that I could flip a switch.
So yeah, and the part that stands out with that is at the end of the chorus, there's a live. So we actually did gang vocals, which is where you have pretty much everyone in the room sing the same thing at once, basically. So it was like, live. And then you had Jared doing it, you had Anna doing it, and it all has just a cool dynamic and just sounds really cool. So that's what was at the very end of that chorus that stood out. And here's a clip of us doing that gang vocal thing I was just telling you about. Live, live. And so anyways, I love that little post-chorus of us doing the gang vocals. So after we made the song, I sent the demo to my friend King Henry, who's also a producer in town, and he's made some of my favorite songs ever, and he's also produced Let It Die, Miss You Love You, and Frozen for me as well. And so whenever I showed him this, I was like, I really love this post-chorus of these gang vocals, but how can we make it like a little more chill? How can we strip it back? And so we put a guitar over that same melody, and this is what it sounds like.
Be a wreck for the rest of my life. Think I'm gonna be a wreck for the rest of my life.
And so basically that guitar was just emulating the melody that we had with the gang vocals. So anyways, I took the song to Henry, and I feel like Henry is just kind of my go-to guy that just kind of knows what my sound is and what I like and what I want my music to sound like. So usually when I get a demo back of a song that I just absolutely love, I pretty much send it straight to Henry, and I'm like, hey man, what do you think about this? And Henry was really stoked on this song, and so we spent a lot of time, we made a lot of versions, a lot of different demos, kind of stripping the song back and putting it more into that like indie pop lane instead of more of like the organic sound. The first version had a little more organic sound, and I love the first version. Trust me, it took a lot of me to be like, all right, let's strip this thing back and, you know, see what we can do with it. But I fully love the full version so much. It's my favorite one. Henry and I took a lot of time on that, stripping it back and getting it to the way that I wanted it to sound for it to come out. I have all these little small clips. I don't have like full clips, but I have small clips of like, you know, us working on drums or working on like the guitar and stuff. So I'm just going to throw these in there just so y'all can see them. It's just because it's fun and it's kind of a throwback for me. So here's a video of Henry playing some drums on Wreck.
Home is where the heart is right, so I stay at a new place every night. I'll follow you wherever you go. You're running through my brain, I'm waiting for the day you make it stop. I'm pedal to the floor, my heart on the brakes. I'm banging on the dash and I'm screaming your name. Rain on the window like a hurricane, knowing that I'm never gonna be the same.
And so another little cool thing, there's a little piece in the song that goes brrrt, brrrt, and I have a video of Henry doing that as well. So if you listen closely, it says rain on the window like a hurricane, and right after hurricane it goes brrrt, and it does it all throughout the chorus. So just listen closely, and here's a video of adding the little brrrt to the song.
Knowing that I'm never gonna be the same. How do you control what you never had? Why does something good?
And if you look closely, it looks like I have about like 6 different versions of the song on my phone. So it took us quite a while to get it exactly how we wanted it, which is why it took like over a year for the song to come out. I also was playing for the Bananas, and I had other songs coming out, and that was a song that I just really truly loved, but we just couldn't find the time to get it out, or I didn't have the time to come back and like redo vocals or like sit in the studio and work on it together. But it did finally get to come out, which is super sick. So that's a little bit behind the song. And now once you have this song that you like and it's where you want it to sound, and you got it mixed and you've got it mastered, which is basically, mixing is essentially, have you ever heard a song that's like the drums are just way too loud and then the vocals are way too low? Well, mixing, you try to basically take all the instruments and find a good mix to balance everything to where everything sounds on a good line and sounds perfectly. So we got it mixed, we got it mastered, went through a couple different versions of that, and then we finally got the full song that we love that you hear today called Wreck. So now, the song is done. And so what's next when you put out a song? Now you gotta do the cover art. And so for the cover art, I have a friend in town. He's a photographer. He is so awesome. His name is Nelson Holloman. Here's his Instagram. If you need anything, need pictures done, anywhere, hit him up. He's the man. He's awesome. He's great. He's shot artwork for Cherry Lime, for Rent Free, for Deja Vu, and also Wreck. So the idea for the artwork was to go to a junkyard, find a bunch of just old wrecked cars and take some photos there and just see what would happen. We had like an early morning to just go out there and give it a shot and see what we could come up with. Nelson had like another shoot later that day, but I was like, if you got some time, let's go try it out. And so we went out there, took a bunch of different photos, went back to his house, started looking at them all, and then finally got the artwork for Wreck. And so something that you have to do when a song comes out on Spotify, there's a thing called Spotify Canvas. And like if you click a song on Spotify, click the song, there's gonna be like a little something playing, a video screen of something playing behind the song. And so with that, I was like, all right, let's shoot a full-on video. I was like, Nelson, just hold the camera, hold it still as possible, and I'm going to sit on this car and I'm going to lip sync the whole song, and we're going to use this for the Spotify canvas. And so if you go to Spotify, type in Wreck by Dalton Mauldin, click the song, the little Spotify canvas will show up, and that's pretty much just what I'm talking about right there. Another reason to do that like still frame of the whole song lip syncing it is because it's a piece that can go on YouTube. So it's just a piece of content that's like more long form, and then whenever it comes out and people look up your song on YouTube, it's like, boom, got a little official audio, if you will, on YouTube for the song. Okay, so now at this point we have the song, it's done, it's mixed, it's mastered, everyone loves it, and then we have the cover art, it's taken, the photo is done, it's edited, it's just how you like. We have a Spotify canvas, we have a visualizer, we have other photos for like B-roll or promotional things. Now it's time to send a song to your distributor. Your distributor, the one I go through, is actually called DistroKid, and it costs me like $30 a year to put as many songs out as I want. And so it's really cool because it's super easy, and what they do is they take your song and they send it to Spotify, to Apple, to YouTube, to Google Play, to basically every streaming platform that's like possible to even listen to music on. So that's their job. And so basically all I have to do is send them in the cover art, the MP3 of the song, which is the audio, the lyrics, the credits, who wrote the song, who produced the song, and that's pretty much the only thing you have to do. Putting a song out is super easy once everything is done. The hardest part is making the song and then getting it to a point where it's ready to be released. The easy part is just throwing it up on DistroKid and they get it out there, and you pick a day that you want the song to come out. So usually I pick like 4 weeks out from the day that I submitted it. So about a month. And the reason for that is because as an independent artist, the biggest thing for me is to put a song out for pre-save. And what the pre-save does, I know you've seen me post pre-save rec now or pre-save this now. And the whole point of that is because as an independent artist, I don't have a team that's helping me get my songs on big Spotify or big Apple playlists like New Music Friday or New Music Daily, New and Pop, all of these cool things that help your songs get out there more. So if your song gets on a playlist, that means the song is in front of a lot more people. You know how you type in every Friday, New Music Friday, and it shows you all the new songs that just came out, like that are the biggest songs. Well, if you pre-save the song or you get enough pre-saves on a song, Spotify or Apple will be alerted and be like, oh, why does this random song we never even heard of or this random artist we never heard of have 10,000 pre-saves? It must be good. We're going to listen to the song and we'll put it on a playlist. So getting a song on a playlist is like huge, especially for independent artists like me, because we don't have a team or a label that's like reaching out to Spotify for us and getting us these like playlist spots. And what's actually really cool about Rec right now is Rec at this moment has made 2 Spotify playlists, which are so cool. And these playlists are made by Spotify. Like it's on a couple hundred playlists that everybody has made, but Spotify curates their own playlist, which is like the goal to get on as an independent artist. Same with Apple. And it's on one of my favorite playlists called Soda and another one called New and Pop. And so at this time right now, it's been like 3 days. Rec's been listened to about like 18,000 times, which is so cool to me. And it's so awesome that people have been reaching out, saying how much they love the song, how much they've been sharing the song or having it on repeat. That's the coolest thing ever to me. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this song. Big fan of Anna and Jared and Henry, who helped this song like come to life and make it what it is. Without them, it wasn't even possible. It'd never even be close to being like this. So I'm super grateful for them, and also just so happy that this song was able to come out. Something really cool I have planned for this song, and if you're on YouTube and you're watching this whole thing, because you sat here and watched this whole thing, I wanted to let you know, I'm coming out with some really cool merch for this song. It's going to get finalized this week, and I should have it all up and running next week. I'm going to hold off on showing you the graphics because I just want to make sure they're final with everything. But I'm really excited for them. It's going to be super awesome, and I'll have those on my socials, on Instagram, on TikTok. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to post it on. Probably, maybe Facebook, I don't know. It might make its way there. Probably not, though. Yeah, probably not. So anyways, this was the making, the behind the scenes of Rec, and I really hope you enjoyed it. I've never made a video like this, so I hope it was informative and entertaining and fun, and maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't, but thank you for taking the time to watch this video today, and I will be back next Tuesday for another video. So until then, have a good week, and I'll see you later. Peace.
Can't help you got that heartbreak love. No, it's not your fault that I won't be enough. Even if try